Midday State Line. We are in a very cool building with Rock Valley College and Dr. Spearman. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for inviting me to this super cool new place.
You're so welcome, and thank you for coming.
So tell me about this place.
Well, this is the Advanced Technology Center, and it's the old Shopco in Belvedere, and we have transformed it to a 77,000 square foot facility focused on advanced equipment and teaching and learning around manufacturing, which means CNC, computer numerical control, welding, as well as mechatronics, and we also have forklift training here as well.
Cool.
And the whole idea is that we wanted to make sure we had a state-of-the-art facility to help train our students and to help advance the careers of our students in the community.
Well, just walking in, you can kind of see exactly how that will work because there are so many stations and so many different things that I know nothing about. But I walk in and I'm like, okay, there's a lot happening in here. How long was this planned and how long, have we waited for it?
Well, it's been on the minds and hearts of our board members for at least 10 years.
Sure.
I've been the president here since fall of 2020, and so that was one of my top priorities to get this up and running. So we hired architects. Well, actually, we purchased the building 3 weeks into it, my presidency, and we hired architects in November of 2020. By January, we had our contractor, and we began to renovate the building. And so we're just excited that fast forward a year and a half now, we have the building up and running, and we have the welding classes that have started now, the mechatronics classes have started, and 3 weeks ago we started our first CNC course as well. And so what's exciting about it is that the building is for non-credit and credit classes. So we have both types of students here. Some students look for the short-term stackable credential or certificate first and finish, and others want skills enhancement so they can go into the workforce immediately.
So this has got to be a big change for students and potential students to be able to kind of get this all down pat, easier than before.
Well, yes, I think for the students, the change is the quality of the facility. Some of them are familiar with the old facility and transition here, and they were so excited to see the equipment, see the space. But on top of that, what we're able to do now, for instance, you're in the Woodward Mechatronics Flex Lab.
Okay.
And in this space now, you see we have these several different quadrants. So now if I want to teach a class at the same time, I can do that and still do customized training in a different quadrant without impacting the other class. So now we have more flexibility to not only continue with our learning for the credit side of the house, but continue with our learning for the non-credit and customized training side of the house.
That's nice for everyone, right?
It's nice for everybody. It's a win-win for the community college district.
All right, Bill, tell me a little bit about your class here at Rock Valley College.
Sure, welding program, we're taking anyone from no skill level to someone who has some work experience, and we can kind of work with both of those to get them more proficient in welding technology. This class in particular is a stick welding or shielded metal arc welding class done in the overhead position. So it's quite a bit advanced, meaning quite a few of these students are on their last 1 or 2 semesters before they will be graduating.
So what are the kind of things they're then going to do?
Then at that point, they got to look for a job. So in northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, this little pocket that we're in has a lot of fabrication work. So you can go union, where you can go on and be like a sheet metal worker or a pipe fitter or like a structural welder, or you can go non-union, like a small shop. There's tons of 1 to 2 person operation shops on up to fabrication shops that have 40 to 60 welders on hand at all times. And everybody is hiring right now.
Yeah.
So there's also a big gap between people that are going to be retiring and those that are coming into the workforce. So you've got your 60 to 70-year-olds that are trying to retire, and then there's a big gap before you have 20, 30, and 40-year-olds that are trying to fill those spots. So it's a very much in-demand skill. And there was just a lull in there that the retirees are phasing their way out, and we need to fulfill all those positions. So.
Yeah, so the question that remains is how often are we able to enroll?
We enroll, well, on the credit side of certificate classes, every semester students can take classes. We have different classes, intro to welding to advanced welding classes. You can take mechatronics, the beginning mechatronics course or certificate starts in the fall semester. The advanced certificate starts in the spring semester. As far as the non-credit CNC program, well, that'll be rolling every 16 weeks, so with a new cohort. So we have a little bit of it all happening. And with customized training, it's truly what it is. It's customized. So that means we want to help be a solution for the community. And so they might want to start some next week. So we'll be able to start some next week for those companies who need additional support.
You got it all right here. You know, that was me welding. That was so much fun. Coming up next on GDS, it's game day with a new Scrabble game you can play online. Don't go anywhere.